Morning, tubers, family and friends. John, hi, buddy. Are you having a good time in the pool? Yeah. So, John's having a good morning swim. It's kind of like misting a little bit. Maybe you can see it in the camera looking on the tower. Yeah, it's kind of misting, mostly cloudy. That's normal. But man, it's just insane what's going on right now. It's so true how when things start to go bad and go wrong in for a country or in the world, it's so slow when it gets to where there's a tipping point, and then it gets bad real quick, real fast for so many things and so many people. Like right now, the big thing right now is in the U.S. where the federal government is fighting the state of Texas for the border immigration. And this thing is blowing up. Literally, I mean, this thing is just going to the point where we could see the federal government and the state governments fighting each other. I mean, physically, maybe even shooting each other, right? This is the kind of stuff that could very easily be happening very soon. It's out of control already, and the state of Texas and all the southern border states where the illegal people are coming across the border illegally, right? But the administration and the federal government, President Biden and all the corrupt evil, I don't know why they're disobeying their own country's laws by letting these illegals through the border. What's their plan? What's their purpose? Obviously, they're in league with people trying to invade our country and destroy it in the U.S. There's no doubt in my mind of that. Otherwise, why would they do it? You know what I'm saying? They need to come out and say why they're letting these illegals through. I mean, there's been like close to 10 million illegals just within the last year. Not to mention all the years before. I mean, Biden's been in there for 4 years almost, right? Millions of illegal, some of them just regular family people looking for a better life, but a lot of them are criminals. And we're talking not just from Mexico. I mean, these people come up all the way, all the Central America and South American countries. They go for miles in massive amounts of people, and these drug cartels are forcing them to pay, and they're raping them and kicking them and treating them like hell, and they're just like a herd of cattle that going all through South and Central America, up in through Mexico and into the U.S. illegally. I mean, they're just all these people, right? I mean, some of them are desperate. Some of them are criminals. Some of them, it's part of an invasion force as far as I'm concerned. And the federal government is allowing it to happen, an invasion force coming into the country. And already they've caught some of these criminals coming across the border that have said, oh, you're going to find out soon why we're coming through. Basically a threat saying they're planning something, to set off suitcase nukes or whatever to just take out the people. I mean, it's unbelievable, right? And this thing is going, I mean, there hasn't been something like this happen since the Civil War times. And you should see the media. I mean, people are really getting pissed off against the federal government of what they're doing, and they're back in the States and they're back in Texas big time on this, and this could cause an actual civil war states against the federal government unless something's done about it. The states absolutely have a right to protect the people of their state. So the governor of Texas absolutely has a right of what he's doing. He's in the right. There's no doubt in my mind. I mean, even the Constitution says that the states have a right to defend themselves, and the federal government is not allowing the states to do that. So this is a huge, huge deal, and this is going to blow up. I think it's the start of something blowing up and getting a whole lot worse. And the more this tyrannical situation goes on against the people and against the states, the worse it's going to get. But you know what? This should have happened a long time ago, when the feds and the deep state, basically it's the deep state controlling the government, right? That's who's controlling it. All these three-letter agencies, the CIA, FBI, IRS, the Fed, Federal Reserve, right? All these three-letter agencies that are unelected people, and they're like permanent government employees. And when a president comes and goes, they either, they pretty much have to do what these three-letter agencies say. Otherwise, they'll be taken out or ostracized, and they'll lose elections. And the whole thing between that, and it's a fascism too, because the big corporations are in on it, and all their lobbyists and stuff, they just bought and paid for all these federal judges and stuff that are coming down hard on Trump, and for all these frivolous lawsuits, and they're just trying to take out anybody that threatens their rule that now they've had since they assassinated JFK back in 1963, right? This is what's going on, and it's going to come to a head, and this is just the beginning of the fire sparking in the U.S., and it's the whole thing is going to blow up here real soon. I can see it. The media, social media is just, the flames are getting higher and higher, and the whole thing is going to blow up real soon. So if I was you, like I did, I seen this coming for years ago, right? That's why I'm in the Philippines, right? And I'm way the hell out in the jungle, and I'm away from everything, away from major population centers. When this whole thing blows up, you better be in a place that's safe, away from the worst places in the world which is going to be all the big cities, and especially in the U.S., it's going to be worse than anywhere else, because that's the center, that's the ground zero of where everything is derived from that is spread around the world. And the U.S. is going to take the biggest part of the heat of the destruction of what's coming. So we're getting good rainstorm now coming, kind of getting windy and rainy. So I'm going to leave it there. You guys, I'm here, and I'm willing to help anybody that wants to come to the Philippines and escape what's going on wherever you are in the world. If you think that you need to get away from, just like the Jews were warned and warned and warned, and some of them escaped, but maybe only 10% of the Jews escaped Germany when Hitler took over there, and they started exterminating all the Jews, right? This is the same situation that's going on right now in the U.S. You better get out and get your family to somewhere safe, and that does not mean big cities. Get them out in the rural areas. Get them out. I mean, I still have internet here right now with Starlink. I got internet. There's no problem. I have uninterrupted. So there's still some of the modern conveniences of the world I have here, but all the bad stuff and all the dangerous stuff you get away from when you get out in the rural areas, and then you can grow your gardens, you can raise pigs, cows, chickens. I mean, you can do whatever you want out here. And when you get a like-minded community in an area, it can really, really thrive if you get away from the general public that are so addicted to the system. Get out of the system, get out of debt, get out back into God's world again, which is the forests, the woods, the jungles. Get away from all that modern shit that's going to collapse, because it's going to happen. It's happening now all over the world. You can see it. And why do you think all these millions of immigrants are coming into the U.S.? Just because they're so desperate, and everywhere in the world is so terrible right now. So just think about it. And I'm available here. You guys give me comments in the comments section of if you need any kind of help or advice. I'll do whatever I can to help you with what I know about how to make it, how to survive, what you need to do to get to the Philippines. It's the only English-speaking foreign country that divorce is illegal, and that it's like the early days of the United States, how wonderful it was in the U.S. in the early days. That's the way it is in the Philippines. So do whatever you can. I really implore you, pray for you, hope that you'll heed the word of the signs of what's going on right now in the world. So for now, you guys take care. Please comment whatever you want. I'll do the best I can to help you out. And God bless. Bye-bye.